All right, y'all, before we get started, I want to introduce you to somebody that we've not seen. Just a reminder, where you been? Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheridan Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So we've got a little bit of a different project today. Our driveway leading up to the farm is, well, it's a mess. And we're gonna have to do something. We're having problems with cars are dragging. We're dragging the tongues on trailers whenever we're coming in and out, like with the livestock trailer and that kind of thing. And we just need to do some work on it. So this is testing the limits of my ability on a tractor. So hang out with us for a little bit. Let's get some gravel, spread a little bit of gravel, see if we can get some holes filled in and clean this thing up and make it look a little nicer. All right, our pre-scale weight, or our preload weight, was 13,240. Let's see what we're at now. We're at 20,760, 780. 20,780. Yep, 20,780. That's a load. All right, that was pretty simple, but I had a little bit of help. Our friend Brian, who we buy some cattle off of from time to time, works here, so he kind of gave me the grand tour and showed me where everything was and how the whole deal works. But real simple, drive across the scale, get an empty weight, go back to the pile of stone that you want, tell the loader driver how many tons you want. So I just held up 4 fingers, and he put us about 8,000 pounds on there. I don't know exactly what the number was, but go back across the scale, get a loaded weight, and then stop at the office, pay the lady, and off you go. Tell her what you got, and man, that's pretty simple. So appreciate Brian's help, but I've always been intimidated by this. You know, you do something for the first time and it's a little nerve-wracking because you're not sure what the protocol is. You don't want to look like an idiot, which is usually not very difficult for me, but you don't want to look like a total dummy. But it worked out really good, so let's get this stuff home. All right, we got home with our gravel, and yes, I did tarp my load. For any of you out there that want to call the DOT, we did put a tarp over the load, and so we ended up with 4.2 tons of gravel. I think is what the bill came up to be. So we're going to be using the dump trailer to kind of, I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to get sort of a fairly even spread on the parts of the driveway that are rough, and we'll look at that here in just a minute. And then we're going to take the New Holland with the land plane on out there, and we'll use that to kind of smooth and shape and fill in some of the low places and some of the ruts and that kind of thing. This thing works really nice. One of the best things that we bought for the farm. But y'all, it is an absolutely beautiful fall day here. Supposed to get some rain tonight and cold. We've been in the 70s and 80s for the past 3 or 4 days, and it's supposed to, I think a high tomorrow, I think the high tomorrow is like 47, low down into the 20s. So the weather is about to change, but it's fall of the year, mountains of North Carolina. That's just kind of what you expect. I mean, it can be October. Y'all, I've seen October in the 90s, and I've seen snow in October. So I think we're about to get a little bit of the taste of the cold weather. So got a special guest going to be making a special appearance here in just a minute as soon as she gets done with chickens. She's going to be helping out with us a little bit today. So let's get her up here and get things around, get this gravel spread. All right, y'all, before we get started, I want to introduce you to somebody that we've not seen. Just a reminder, where you been?
I've been killing turkeys.
You don't sound very good.
Oh, I'm all right.
So, unlike some folks on YouTube, Saundra and I are not on again, off again. She's here for a week, gone for a month, and then shows back up. And then she's gone again. She's been pretty consistent, but been on vacation.
Yeah.
Tell them where you been.
Me and my mom and my sister flew to Munich, and then we went to Passau, Germany, and then we got on the Danube with a river cruise with a company called Talc. And it was an amazing trip. They really know how to treat their customers. And we went from Passau, Germany, all the way down to Budapest, Hungary, on an 8-night journey, and it was awesome.
Where was Chuck?
Chuck was here.
Definitely not on the trip. No, I'm glad. We're glad she had a good time, but I'm glad you're home.
You're as bad as Buck.
Yeah. All right, let's go spread some grout. All right, y'all. So the problem that we've got is it's not going to show up very well on camera, but there's a real bad divot right here. In the past, someone has come in and either put down asphalt or asphalt millings, and it has worked. It's worked out. So this rut is probably, what do you think, 6 or 8 inches below the level of the top of the road?
6.
At least 6 inches. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to start, and this is going to be I think this is going to be a couple days, couple loads, couple of trips to get this done. I think I'm going to start right here at the tree. We will spread down this way. Then I'll take the tractor with the with the land plane, and we'll try to pull it over and fill this in and create, eventually we want to create a crown. See, the problem is this is lower than the edge of the ditch, so where does the water go? It hits this, runs down, and it just continues to wash. And I don't know if this is going to be a long-term solution or not, but I mean, we got to do something, ain't we?
It's really not a long-term solution, but I think we can turn the water up here at the curve to where it'll go in the ditch line and not down.
Yeah, that would help if we can make sure that water's turned up there and gets in the ditch line. That'll make a huge difference. And then farther on down, there's a couple places where we got ruts on one side of the road or the other. And then there's also some potholes that we're going to come back and fill. So this was one load of gravel.
That one load's going to go right here.
Yeah, that one, yep. So this is, well, when Matt came and looked at it, how many tons could they haul on that truck? 10? I think they could do 10 in that truck. He thought it was going to be 3 or 4 loads in to get this fixed like it ought to be. So I may be putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, but better than nothing, man. We got to do something. It's awful. See, like right here, if you come in here and you're in just a car, and you've got your wheel over here in this rut and your other wheel up here on this, you're going to drag. And I'm afraid somebody's going to drag a hole in an oil pan eventually. Yeah. And you know, if you're driving a trailer, you know, and
Jamie got his stock trailer stuck.
Yeah, that's right. Jamie got his stock trailer. You'll get your jack up on that and get it kind of run aground. So, all right, we're going to try spreading it. We'll see how this goes. Think we can do it?
Oh yeah.
All right.
We might tear something up, but we'll do something.
We'll fix that. All right, so we're going to set the flow on this. We're taking a couple links out of the chain. So we're going to set how far our spreader gate will come open. And it will come open, how far will it come open? About right there.
That's about 6 inches.
About 6 inches. We'll try it and see. You know, that's being rank amateur.
All we can do is dump it all over one spot.
That's being rank amateurs. That's probably pretty good, isn't it?
We'll see.
We'll see. How'd that amateur hour go?
That done pretty good. Hey, see where you had your wheel in the rut here? There ain't much on this. Look at that. It all went into the hole.
Daggum. Looky there.
Man, even the blind squirrel finds another every now and then.
You're mean. Go on a trip to Europe and come back all mean. All right, nice. Well, so I think now we take the scraper blade, the land plane, and see if we can't pull on down into here a little bit, don't you think? Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah. I would keep it up at the level of this.
Yeah.
Because if you get to scraping it too far, it's going to scrape it right off into the ditch.
Yeah, we don't want that. All right, nice.
Very nice.
Well,
about 10 more then.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Matt told me it was going to take, in his big truck, 3 or 4 loads. So,
all
right, let's see if we can work it down a little bit, make it look nice. That was pretty easy. That wasn't bad.
That went good.
That went good.
I'm going to go turn the truck around.
That trailer's the business, man. That trailer is the business.
I'm just going to go up to Hall's Mills and turn around, and you can be out of my way.
All right, we got her spread. And then with the what? Fines. Yeah, they call it the fines. So we got it spread, and then used the land plane to sort of get it where we wanted it. This looks a whole lot better. The crown is about right. The problem is we got a little bit of a lip on that ditch right there that I'm afraid is going to keep water along the edge. Like Saundra said, though, if we can turn it up top, that will help a bunch. But y'all, this made a huge difference. This is amazing. The thing that I've learned, 4 tons of gravel don't go very far. I think what I want to do now is get another load and come here, go down this side and work it in so that we kind of match. And then eventually what we'd like to do is, you know, get it built up enough so we've got a good crown here so that the water runs off on both sides and it maintains. The nice thing is we bought what's called ABC Crusher Run. And it's sort of, I don't know, 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches down to the fines or the dust. And like Brian said at the quarry, what this will do is, if we can get a good rain on it, this will pack nice. So it's going to take multiple loads, but this really has made a big difference in this little piece of the driveway here. A lot more to be done, so I don't know how many loads this is going to take me to get it looking like I want it, but we'll get there eventually. All right. I'm sorry? That's right. She said you got to start before you can finish. So, but the old New Holland and the land plane and the dump trailer came through.
That's the trick.
That is the trick. And the old Ford, man, that thing was grunting coming up that hill with that load of gravel. That old Ford, man.
That Ford is some truck.
It's a beast.
It is.
It's a rusty old beast, but it's a beast.
Definitely.
All right. Good deal. Well, y'all, I enjoyed that load so much, we decided to come back and get another one, didn't we?
We going again.
We'll fill her up again and get it spread. So we're back out to quarry, went across the scale, 12,600 pounds on an empty truck, empty trailer, me and her. I didn't film him again, but he loaded us right up, didn't he?
He sure did.
Very gentle with it. He don't just slam it in there.
No, he don't.
Man, that's the job I'd want. Driving that loader around all day, just load people up.
Drive the dipper.
Drive the dipper. All right, we had to, we got home, we had to trade trucks. I had a school bus that threw a stop sign on me unexpectedly. Didn't quite have enough brake set on the trailer and had to get on the brakes pretty hard to the point that I had that left front smoking. So we hooked the Chevrolet up, we're gonna take it out and we'll use it to spread the rest of this. And see if we can't eliminate some more of that rut. All right, second spread. That looks a whole lot better because we had a real problem right up here where the gravel begins. There was a deep hole right there that just come right off the edge of that pavement that's down. So what we're trying to do is fill that in, and then we'll take all the rest of this right in here and we'll just pull it down and level it out. I think another load on this side, on the right hand side over here, is going to be helpful to make that level with everything else. There's pavement right in the middle of this. There's a streak of pavement that's, everything on the sides are broken off, so trying to get that filled in. Just like this. It's like that. This is what it looks like down there under that gravel now. So let's spread this around so we can make it look nice. All right, I think that's going to get us for tonight. We're about to run out of daylight and the quarry's closed. But man, the camera does not do this justice. This looks a whole lot better and it's going to be a whole lot smoother. I think I'll probably end up going to get some more gravel tomorrow, the next day, whenever. But this is going to be a work in progress, but good start on it. And I think this is going to be really nice when we get her finished. Hey boy, let me see your driving license.
I ain't got none.
Let me see your driver's license. Ain't you got a driver's license?
No.
I'm gonna write you a ticket then.
So you won't catch us. We're too fast.
Are you too fast? See if you can spin a tire. Nah, a little bit. Well, we officially ran out of daylight, but I think we got that driveway project, got a good start on it. Again, there's going to be more work to be done, and then there's going to be some ongoing maintenance. But since we moved here a little over 2 years ago, other than neighbor Christian out there cleaning out the ditch line, there's really not been any driveway maintenance done. So I think that's something that we can continue to work on. But I'm glad to have Saundra back. Needed my help. So glad that she's home from her trip safe and all that kind of thing. Like we always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.